Number nine for our 9 years.
9 to make the 9 years.
9 years, nine. Take responsibility for your actions.
Oh, that's a big one. I feel like that one for me is big. That one for me is big because I know earlier, very early in our marriage, when we used to get into these arguments that were just over like avocado.
Avocado.
Like there was just like pointless arguments, right? But that's when you bring two lives together, right? And I remember that I would have messed up, and my pride wouldn't allow me to say sorry. And I'll just be, and this is how I would apologize. I'm like, well, if you felt like that, then okay. And I'm like I think about that now, right? As
Right,
we're more
right.
mature,
That's a funny,
as we're
like,
more mature in our marriage, and I'm just like, that wasn't even an apology. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like,
I'm sorry if you felt that way.
yeah, I'm sorry if you felt that
Instead of
way,
saying I'm
but
sorry, you'd be like,
right,
I'm sorry if you felt that way. Come on, like that's a half-ass apology.
exactly. So for me, that one is big. I've had to learn to do that. So
Nah, you're right. No, and me too. What I think of is to take responsibility for like the words that you've said, that I've said like towards you, and like some of the disrespectful things that I've said. Take responsibility and apologize. Like, hey, this was me. I messed up.
but I feel like
I was wrong.
you've been good at taking responsibility for the things that, like, when you do something, you have apologized and been like, oh, I apologize for saying that, or like today with the rolling of the eyes, I brought it to your attention and you apologized right away. Or sometimes like I say something, like today I said something else on our way to church. I said something, and your reaction was usually like when you're venting, and I start correcting you, like, well, you should have taken responsibility for that. That was probably your fault. And you're like, I'm not here for you to preach to me. Like, I'm here for you to listen to me vent. You know what I mean? And so today I did something similar to you, like telling you something, I was venting to you, and you were like, but this and this, and like you were bringing things to mind, and I'm like, babe, this is the same scenario. Like I had to bring it out there, and you were like, nah, you're right. So you're good at doing that. I feel like I have struggled more in taking responsibility for those things.
And I've noticed like I'm quick to do it because I don't want to.
The tension or the argument.
Yeah. No, and not only that, like you should be quick to apologize, quick to forgive, right? Because it builds resentment and unforgiveness in your heart. So I don't want that in my heart. I don't want that. Like, yo, I don't want that venom. I don't want. So be quick to forgive. Because it gets harder. Let's say you don't forgive. Guess what? You think it's going to be easier tomorrow? Or next week? Or next month?
Yes.
It gets harder. The longer you
Yes.
prolong that conversation with that person or that family member, that friend, that spouse, the longer you prolong it, the harder it really becomes.
To come back.
So when you do it quick, it's just easier. Get it out the way.
And that's venom. That's like venom to your marriage. Like I feel like those arguments where you are not talking for 2 or 3 days, I don't like those arguments. And I don't think that we are there, that we don't talk.
No,
for
we've
2 or
had
3
it. I remember.
no, I'm saying we're not there now. We've
Right.
had those times, and it doesn't feel good. That's why I'm like, it's not good. Like I hate those moments that I don't get to talk to my best friend.
Right.
Like I miss you. I'm like,
Aw.
I want this to be over, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it
You want to
hurts.
hug me at night, right?
Yeah, but I'm so mad. I don't even want you to touch
Don't
me.
touch me.
Yeah.
Wait, don't touch me. And then
I mean, no me hable. I mean, no me toque. Like, I don't want you. But inside, I'm dying. I'm like, and then it doesn't make sense, right? Like when you're not in that turbulence, it's just you reflect back and you're like, why? You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's definitely so important not to hold on to those things and really let go and take responsibility for your actions. Like if you messed up, step up and be like, yo, my bad. I did that and I apologize for that. And really be authentic about your apology. Be sincere about that apology. Because I'm one to call it out and be like, are you really just saying sorry? Or are you just saying that so I can shut up? You know what I mean? Like I call you out like, well, what are we doing? Like I want that apology to be sincere and I want that to be really authentic.
Yeah.